And welcome everybody to Thirsty Thursday. It's true, we didn't do Thirsty Thursday on Thursday, we're doing it on Friday. Mostly because I was all fucked up yesterday. I was terribly hungover, but welcome to Thirsty Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, the live stream where I butt fuck your brains into mishy mush with the craziest cringe I could possibly find. If you right now watching live with me have something interesting that I should check out, maybe an article, maybe a fucked up video, maybe something even just strange or happens to tickle your pickle a little bit, be sure to tweet it out to me. I guess use the hashtag Thirsty Thursday. So I'll see it better, I guess. I don't know. But I hope you're all thirsty. I hope you're all thirsty. Oh yeah, I'm also sporting my National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Men Against Amazonian Masterhood t-shirt. But tonight's Thirsty Thursday is not sponsored, but is powered, because I bought it myself, by Four Spirits Bourbon Whiskey. It's a bourbon made here, like, less than 100 miles away, and, like, a ton of the proceeds go to, like, wounded vets and shit. Saw that bottle, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like something I would drink. So, let's taste this a little bit, and then I'll, what do you mean there's no video? What do you mean there's no video? What the fuck is... Is my wife trolling me? My wife was trolling me. My wife was trolling... Here, you gotta... If you guys want to see this, I should be doing this for posterity's sake. Anyway, let's bring you into the stream, because you guys are a part of this, too. There we go. Now that my wife has completely embarrassed me in front of all my friends, memory, now you guys can be part of the stream as well. So let's try a little bit of this out, and then I'll introduce you to the cast. That is a really good fucking whiskey. It's smooth. That's nice. Okay, it's good. I was really thirsty, really thirsty, and I was super glad that I could get into that. But yeah, so tonight I'm not actually alone. You see, I'm joined, as always, by my bestest buddy in the whole world, Mr. Wiggles.
Yeah, hi. I'm here again, I guess. Fuck.
And yeah, and also Leroy. Leroy came to hang out with us this time too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm here too. He's paying us for this, right?
Yeah, well, he better be. Last time he tried to jip me.
Yeah, no, guys, you're totally gonna get paid. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. You guys are there to give me back up and help keep me on track, keep my brain on track. You know how I get when I drink. Things can get a little nuts. They're already nuts. I'm talking to I'm talking to dildos.
Marital aid, you fuck!
Yeah. Sorry. It was marital aids. Yeah, that's sorry. Anyway, so let's get to the first one. What we have here is bing. We have an article from AffinityMagazine.us, and well, it says we must stand up against Kekistan. Now, keep in mind, I don't know if this is real, but the author has written actual legit articles before. I mean, they're all pretty, like, social justice-y and shit, but, you know, they seem like pretty legit articles. Nothing too over the top, not like not the Onion kind of shit. Oh, good, people are starting to send stuff. Fornicating Fridays? No, we're not calling it. This is Thirsty Thursday on Friday. We're sticking with it. Deal with it. Shit. And the air conditioner's on. Well, Memory, since you embarrassed me, you could just turn that off for me. Anyway, so I think this is actually supposed to be legit, but just in case, I mean, whether it is or not, let's just fucking read it anyway. I want to see what it has to say. By, Malia Rolt. This is published on the 12th of July. That was about 9 days ago. Anyone who discusses politics or social justice on social media must have come across an account with Pepe the Frog as their icon, or the word Kek or Kekistan at some point. This often leads to confusion as to what these people are trying to achieve, but as Roaming Millennial says, Kekistan is actually not a joke, it is a serious, ongoing human rights issue. Kekistan must not be taken lightly because they are threatening the lives of many, and here's how. What is this hyperlink supposed to go to? That's to a Salon article? Oh man. Let's check that out next. That could be interesting. It says, forget fake news, alt-right memes could do more damage to democracy. Oh shit! Oh fuck me! We might have found a rabbit hole here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where this takes us. We're gonna need some more liquid fuel. There we go. First of all, Kekistanis worship Pepe the Frog. The once innocent cartoon meme has been hijacked to become a symbol of white supremacy, the alt-right, and neo-Nazism. If they can hijack memes, it begs the question as to what else they can hijack. The government? That sounds absurd at first, but then you realize that Kekistanis also overwhelmingly support Donald Trump, who embraces white supremacy, the alt-right, and neo-Nazism with no shame. Kekistanis overwhelmingly support Donald Trump? I think they overwhelmingly support... Oh, sure, more ice is good. Are you apologizing?
My shit was broken, I wasn't trolling.
My shit was broken!
It literally looked like you had no video, it was stuck on the open.
I love you. At least you could do is, like, bop into the frame real quick and say hello. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you. Just lean in real quick. Lean in real quick. See? She's sorry.
My shit was broke.
Yeah. It's okay. It's alright. Oh, wow.
Oh, I brought ice.
It's
What
fine.
is this?
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's some whiskey that is produced locally, and they support veterans and shit.
That's fucking awesome.
I know. I'm doing a show. Go away.
Do they make rum?
I think they do, actually.
We should check out their rum.
I wasn't trying to be mean or anything like that.
Yo, Mimi should totally be coming back over here. Where you go, girl? Come on back here.
Leroy, seriously, dude, just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I just demolished her. Jesus Christ, what a hottie.
Alright, guys, come on. Just fucking... We're focusing here. Just fucking knock it off. This isn't some fucking... This isn't a comedy show. This is a cringe show. We're serious. We're serious here. First, okay, so... I don't think all Kekistan overwhelmingly supports Donald Trump. I think they overwhelmingly support Donald Trump memes, because the memes are the best. White supremacy. The Kekistanis cannot support white supremacy because they are green supremacists. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. How could they be focusing on white supremacy when they're solely focused on the potential ethnic cleansing of the Kekistani people? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And as far as the alt-right, I mean, maybe if they'd meme better, but they're all kind of boring, if you ask me. Neo-Nazism, that's just fucking stupid. Fuck off. Despite the fact that Kekistan is not internationally recognized as a country, does this motherfucker actually think it's a country? That does not diminish their power and the ability to completely ruin an already deeply divided country. See, here's the thing. This should be fake, but, like, if you look at Malia Rolt, so, politics, battle of the narratives, 10 words you may have been using incorrectly, 5 ways to stay educated on social issues, YouTube allows the alt-right community to spread hate. I'm pretty sure this person is actually on the level, because I've read some of their articles, and they don't read like Poe. But maybe I am just getting epically trolled. Maybe. But this is... I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe... Kekistanis have been notorious for harassing people online. I don't know. I harass Onision and Cult of Dusty sometimes. But specifically left-wingers, women, people of color, and LGBT plus people. Bullshit. Their value is greatly different from us decent American people, and they are ruthless in their pursuit of power, overthrowing democracy and targeting... It has to be fake! It has to be fake. Overthrowing democracy? How the fuck? How in the fuck are they overthrowing a democracy? Oh my god. This has to be fake. And targeting many millennials' mental health, damaging them psychologically or mentally. Ooh, clutch the pearls. The invasion of the Kekistanis proved it too late to build a wall to keep out fascism and frighten many, admittedly including myself. However, we must hide our fears and stand up against Kekistan, and if that involves violence in order to keep ourselves safe, then so be it. I'm pretty sure this has gotta be... This has gotta be fucking fake. It has to be Poe. I mean, like, if it is fake, like, I'm fine with it. Like, it's so incredible. I wonder if they're actually trolling Affinity Magazine by doing this. But anyway, let's finish it up real quick. Everyone, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, feminists, or even if you are an apolitical person who believes in basic humanity, we must unite in order to fight hate. We must unite in order to fight Kekistan. If we are snowflakes, and the weather forecast suggests a brutal snow blizzard in Kekistan very, very soon. This has to be satire, man. It's so good. It's you know who I think wrote this? I think a Kekistani wrote this. Actually, I will fucking bet you. This is too good. This is too good. The author is 16. I don't know, man. It's got to be Poe. Top one. Ree! But I mean, like, Affinity... Isn't Affinity, like, actually a legit magazine? Started from the idea of a 16-year-old girl. She noticed that there was a complete lack of journalistic publications. I don't know, man. It started out from the dream of a 16-year-old girl, but, I mean... She's an epic Kekistan troll, and it gets better that she's been quoted by a feminist writer. Ooh. Yes. It has to be fake. I wanted to read it anyway, knowing that it could possibly be fake. I don't regret it at all. I fucking love it. I did click her name. What are you talking about? Here. Malia Rolt. A 16-year-old Asian teenager who is passionate about social justice and politics, a hardcore feminist, BLM supporter, and LGBTQ plus rights advocate. I also have Chocolate, Ariana Grande, and Cats. I mean, she could be real. She could be. I mean, she's got a Twitter. Like, let's take a look at the. Take a look at. We're done with that. It just goes to Malia Rolt. Not even MaliaRolt.com. Not MaliaRolt.com. Nope. Oh well. But she did quote a Salon article. And it says, forget fake news, alt-right memes. When was this published? Oh, this is published just the day before. Okay. God bless you, Salon. Just when I was like, uh-oh. We have a dud. It's a Poe. Well, can always trust on you to be cancerous as fuck. Forget fake news, alt-right memes could do more damage to democracy. Just like talk radio before it, growth of alt-right social media is the real crisis behind Trump's CNN tweet. Oh, we're talking about the CNN tweet. Let me make this bigger for you guys so you can actually see it. Yeah, it's pretty good. This week saw President Trump cross yet another line in his use of Twitter. A Twitter account. Trump tweeted a meme of himself symbolically beating up CNN. While the summit may have appeared to be a funny way to epitomize Trump's feud with CNN, to many, the meme was aggressive, immature, and inflammatory. Son of a bitch. CNN took the attack seriously and released a statement saying, it is a sad day when the President of the United States encourages violence against reporters. Fucking ridiculous. You think the name is an anagram? I wonder what it is. That'd be amazing. Somebody should put Malia Rolt into an anagram thing and see if it can figure out who it is, like what the anagram's supposed to be. There are lots of questions to be asked about the tweet, not the least of which is what it tells us about the judgment of the president and those who work with him. But the real story here is not about Trump. It's about the increasing power and presence of alt-right communication on various social media platforms, from Twitter to YouTube to Reddit to Facebook. Fuck. This is already giving me cancer. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you, too. Yeah. I know what you need. Papa's got you. What is interesting is the way that rants and memes and other alt-right tirades have major success in shaping public opinion. And while there is a through line between these outbursts and fake news, it's important to point out that the rants are likely far more influential than fake news in shaping political perception. What? The rants are likely far more influential than fake news in shaping political perception. How? How would a rant be more influential than, like, fake news? Fake news is designed to be fucking to completely fake news would be lying. Fake news would be trying to manipulate somebody into believing something that's not actually true. How in the fuck would that work? What the fuck is this? Who the fuck wrote this piece of shit? Who did? Sophia A. McLennan. I don't know her. This means that the real lesson for CNN and other mainstream news outlets is not that the president is immature enough to share a stupid meme attacking the news, but rather that their focus on fake news has distracted them from the real story. The rise of emotional, aggressive, inflammatory, bigoted communication on social media and the power these posts have had in shaping the ideas of the Trump-supporting alt-right. Bigoted communication on social media has helped shape the ideas of the alt-right. I think you have that backwards. Pretty sure you have that backwards. Malia Roltz is absolutely an anagram for I am a troll. Oh my god, you people are amazing. Yes, that's incredible. You know what's crazy about that is I remember her writing that article on Blair White, and everybody was pretty sure that they were on the level. They were just like a lunatic. But wow, man, that's epic. Malia Rolt, cheers to you. Chatelet. Man, whew. That was great bait, mate. I am very pleased with that. That makes me so happy. Holy shit. let's go over and check on Super Chat real fast before we keep going with... I think we'll go with this. I don't know. Fuck. Salon is terrible. D's Not says, going to Unite the Right on the 12th. Will you be joining us? I don't know what that means. Jables Boogly, are you seriously taking the plight of the Kekistani people as a joke? I expect better from you, Lord Jeff. Oh no, I absolutely take the plight of Kekistan extremely serious. Extremely. And there's no civil rights issue I think is more important than Kekistan right now. Sorry. It even makes me like troll people I consider to be friends. And there will be people being like, Kekistan is a tired meme, and I'm like, there are memes about Kekistan? And then everybody floods me with Kekistan memes. I get really happy. I don't know. Can't help it. Let's give this just a couple more paragraphs. Let's see what it has to say. Well, beyond the problem of fake news, which at least tries to pose as news, these costs are pure opinion, outbursts, and excess. There is nothing about these posts that even remotely compares to news reporting, and that's why they are popular. At a moment in U.S. history where trust in the news is at a record low, and there's a fucking reason for that. Demonstratable fucking reasons for why trust in the news is at an all-time fucking low. I mean, has everybody collectively forgotten about go burn their shit? We need our weaves, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's fucking... I mean, it's ridiculous. There was nothing more blatant than that.
But really, Jeff, what if they do need their weaves?
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. That doesn't matter. The problem was that they lied. They manipulated the news and only reported what they wanted to paint, like, what they wanted people to see.
Yeah, but what if they need their weaves?
I don't... Shut up. We are seeing the growing power of individuals outside of traditional media circuits who have built a following by suggesting that their voices are more authentic and more accurate than those so-called liberal, elitist, majority silencing news. And I would agree with them in that. There is a huge... There is a problem with independent media that people can basically purchase trust when they don't necessarily are quite deserving of trust. So I can kind of see why they might have a bit of a problem with it. But I mean, come on. I don't know. Ugh, why do I have so much phlegm? I'm like full of phlegm. This is disgusting. I've been sucking too much dick down at the corner. Anyway, so let's move on. This is not really cringy enough for me. Oh yeah, by the way, I should point this out. Drunken Peasants is currently on right now, so if any of you choose to go and watch DP instead of hanging out with me, I'm perfectly okay with that. It's a really good show. I'm just gonna watch their show afterwards, because this is the only chance I get to do Thirsty Thursday this week. It was now, or it was never. Moving on. Let's check out a video. But before we go over to it, let me go over here real fast and see. Because I know a couple of people sent me some things on Twitter. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, no, we are definitely going to look at some of these. These are pretty great. Oh, you guys have sent me some amazing ones. Holy shit. This is some good stuff. Okay. Alright, yeah. Alright, so before we do, though, we're still going to start off slow. This isn't really cringe. I'm actually going to try and be really nice. I'm going to try and be really nice when I watch this one. So we're going to check out a video by the one janitor called Can Words Hurt You? And I want to watch it. Yes, it's Thursday. Just trust me, it's Thursday. I want to watch it because I have a lot to say on it. But previously, when I have watched the one janitor and I've responded to him, I've been less than kind because I was really frustrated. Because I used to try and reach out to him to talk to him on Twitter. He was always just an absolute asshole to me. So I'm going to try and just be nice in this one because I didn't even bother to try and contact him because I don't think it's going to work very well. But I do have a lot to say about it because I disagree with him. I disagree with him a whole fucking lot, and I have a lot to say. So let's scoot this up right here, and this right to about here. And we'll grab this and put it about right here. Okay. And right here. Let's watch.
Frustrating and cruel place. The world can be a frustrating and cruel place. You should never expect to walk through life without hearing and seeing things that shock, offend, and disgust you.
Let's get this a little bit louder, too. Let's see. Filters. Let's get a little bit of gain on this. Gain. Yep. Just like 3 dB. Yeah. Alright.
Fortunately, that's just the way it is. Often, these offensive and shocking ideas take the form of harassment against individuals or groups. And people in certain groups are statistically more likely to receive hate than other people.
Really? Which groups? Do you have statistics for me? Subscribe. There's some brain studies here. I don't think that's anything about statistics. Because I seem to actually distinctly remember asking you, Kevin, for statistics on harassment, but you never gave them to me. I was just hoping maybe you'd post them this time. I don't know.
Public figures and celebrities, by the nature of their inflated exposure to the world, receive way more harassment than other people. But even among those who aren't public figures, groups like women and LGBT people receive a disproportionate amount of harassment and bullying compared to other groups. And
prove it. Prove it. Just prove it. Like, usually when I ask somebody, like, you need to prove that. You need to actually, you need to show me some sort of actual evidence that this is happening, and I will absolutely, I will backtrack a lot of my statements, and I will say, hey, you were right. But a lot of times when you ask somebody, like, hey, man, can you prove it? They'll say things like, well, just spend 5 minutes looking at a woman's Twitter feed. I'm like, what the fuck? You should see my Twitter feed. I mean, yeah, again, because I am a public figure, but, like, does everybody just collectively assume that, you know, it's never about what's actually said? It's just because, well, I think you there have a vagina, so I'm gonna be mean to you. Like, that's... Fucking hell. Okay.
Of course, the things that people say and the ideas that people share can have an effect on our mood and our emotional state. But at the end of the day, they're just words, right? They don't actually hurt anybody, right?
Right. Well, they can't cause violence. They can't cause violence. But I mean, hurt, emotional hurt, sure. I know people who get emotionally hurt from watching the movie Free Willy. Should we ban Free Willy?
Hi, I'm T1J.
Follow me.
So harassment and bullying is a big problem, especially online. And this problem is made even more complicated by the fact that certain types of people are disproportionately targeted, which
we heard that before. We heard that before.
Calls into the conversation questions about prejudice and stereotypes and perceptions of certain groups, which is sadly more than I want to cover in this particular video. But maybe one day. So
I would look forward to that video.
I think that most people agree that when harassment evolves into violence or stalking or other credible threats to someone's safety and well-being, that's something that we shouldn't ignore. But what about verbal or written harassment? While most people acknowledge that it exists and it sucks, a lot of people's default reaction is to downplay its significance.
Significance. Okay, and this is something that I wanted to really get into is significance when it comes to the things that are said are largely dependent on how the person... God, my pause game is fucking great, man. When you nut, but she keeps sucking. Yeah. Yeah. Screenshot. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice. Yeah, it's subjective, man. It's totally subjective. Like, if somebody says, I hope you fucking die, to me, versus they say, I hope you fucking die, to, like, a 14-year-old, you know, obviously it's going to be different, you know? Like, what the fuck?
They're only words, of course. They can't actually hurt you. But there's several problems with this. First of all, I should point out that I think this is often said disingenuously. Like, there's kind of a movement in today's society that's trying really hard to normalize douchey behavior. Like,
oh, man. Pause game.
When you're nut again, but she keeps sucking. Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my god, that's too funny, dude. Too funny. I mean, what the fuck was I even saying? Yeah, somebody's putting a link out there. Overall, men are somewhat more likely to experience any form of harassing behavior. That's true. That's totally true. I mean, you could say that maybe that's because there are... I gotta stop looking at it. Maybe it's because men are more in spaces that they will experience, like, more men play Call of Duty than women play Call of Duty or some shit like that. I have two screens. I have one here and I have one there, and so I block one and I can still see his face. God damn it.
calling people snowflakes or triggered or overly PC whenever they call someone out.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Would you like to see more douchey behaviors socially accepted in society? Come join the National Association of Douche Lords. We're here to change the public opinion to a more douche-free, or douche-liberated, I don't know.
For being an asshole. And I think this is often that. People are like, get over it, stop being so sensitive, it's just words. But
no, you don't have to just get over it, it's just words. Block them. Take a break. Don't expose yourself to it if you are getting it too much. Fuck, dude, come on. Like, what the fuck? It's... I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear to God. Yeah.
No, in my view, it's okay to call someone out if they've been a garbage human.
A garbage human. Oh, a garbage human. Well, who gets to decide who's a garbage human? Saint Anita? Alright.
And I think it's pretty harmful to make the assertion that it's unreasonable for a victim of harassment to confront or condemn their harassment, regardless of the nature of the harassment.
Yeah, they don't have to confront or condemn anything. They could do whatever they want. Why do they have to do anything?
Beyond that, I think this idea implies that emotional pain is somehow less significant or less traumatizing than physical pain, which is obviously ridiculous.
It depends on what it is. I mean, there are people who claim they have PTSD from Twitter. So...
Anyone who has ever felt depression or fear or anxiety or loneliness knows that those emotions can be just as, if not more intense than physical pain. And I think we should also be able to agree that sometimes words and ideas can cause those emotions. People can say things that make us angry or sad or anxious.
So can Free Willy. So can Free Willy. Or fuck, dude. You know what? Okay, I think I've said this maybe once. I think I've said this maybe once before on a stream or something like that. But I'll reveal it now. I never was kind of the person who ever had huge emotional reactions to movies and that sort of thing. But you never know what is going to affect you. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Some people cry at the others. Some people laugh and masturbate. You know, whatever. I went and saw... I was dating this woman many, many years ago. And she was really big into Pokemon. Like, really big. This is like... I don't know, 2001 or whenever it is that the Pokemon first movie came out. And so I went to go see the first movie with her. And in the movie, there's a scene where Ash, the main character, like, jumps in between the Pokemon. He's like, stop fighting! And then they hit him with their, like, laser beams or whatever the fuck it is, and they kill him. He, like, turns to stone somehow, I guess. I don't know, whatever the fuck happens with Pokemon. I don't know. It's been a long time since I paid attention to it. But everything stops. Everybody stops fighting. And the Pokemon all start crying. They all start crying because their fight caused the death of an innocent young boy. And then the tears, like, turn into magic and it brings it back to life. 1999. Okay, it was 1999. And, okay, at the time I was 17, right? And I'm, like, looking at Rotten.com and fucking all sorts of crazy, fucked up shit. No, I was 17. She was 23. She was way older than me. But so these Pokemon are fucking crying, and they bring the kid back to life. I started crying like a bitch. I couldn't help it. I just started fucking bawling my eyes out. And I was mad, too, because I was like, why is this happening? What the fuck? This is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Seriously, you cried at fucking Pokemon?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you, you goddamn pussy?
It's not, dude, that's not very fair. That's not very fair. Like, it's an emotional fucking scene. I'm trying to actually, like, make a point here.
What, that you're a bitch?
No, that, like, emotions are subjective. And some people, like, I get death threats and I laugh about them. Some people get death threats and it fucks them up. And then they probably shouldn't do what I do because they're gonna get a lot of death threats, you know? Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it sounds like you're just a little bitch.
Okay, we're gonna... You guys are gonna talk for a little bit.
Like when I read that Snake wasn't going to be in the new Smash Brothers game, I raged. This also happens to be backed by science.
Didn't you just kind of downplay emotional reactions by making a joke about how much you cared about a video game? Whatever.
Studies show that the same part of your brain that reacts to physical pain also reacts to social or emotional pain. In many cases, your brain literally can't tell the difference. It's also been shown that certain words, particularly words that reference or relate to pain or painful situations, trigger a pain response in the brain. Sort of like if you're at the doctor and you're getting a shot and
this is gonna drive me crazy, but please, by all means, go ahead.
they say, this might hurt a bit. This essentially makes the pain worse because it's basically telling your brain, go ahead and fire up those pain receptors. So if someone is sending you harassing messages about how you should kill yourself or how they're gonna punch you in the face if they see you, or spreading ideas about how your race should be cleansed or how you should undergo painful conversion therapy, this literally activates the part of your brain that processes pain.
No, it does not. No, it does not. No, it fucking does not, Kevin. No. What the fuck? Okay. It's true that through empathetic responses, especially when you're talking about the really weird, wacky world of mirror neurons, that you can have very similar responses in your brain. That does not mean that you are experiencing actual pain. It does not fucking work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. Instead, it's more appropriate to say that there are pathways for trauma in which our body has autonomous responses to trauma that can be triggered by both physical pain and by emotional pain. That's not a good statement to say that emotional pain is the same as physical pain. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You don't understand neuroscience. Shut the I'm trying to be nice. You're wrong. Look at this face.
Harassment and bullying can also have long-term effects on the brain. I think most of us can agree that at least on a basic level, bullying can lead to anxiety and depression. And at the very least, stress. And I think most of us know that stress is
So can needing to take a big shit.
really unhealthy, right? And it can lead
Taking a big shit's pretty healthy.
to actual physical pain like headaches and stomach aches and muscle tension. It can also lead to behaviors that cause physical pain, like drug abuse or overeating or binge watching The Office on Netflix.
Did you just discount... Okay. Drug abuse, binge eating, like, these are serious problems. And you're just lumping in, like, people were mean to you on the internet. Fuck, dude. I mean, if you are in a situation where you are very much at risk for getting into drugs, usually that's partly a social issue. A lot of it, your resistance to being to being easily addicted to something does have a lot to do with your biology. That's true, but there are huge extenuating circumstances about whether you will or will not jump onto drugs, and somebody calling you a bitch on the internet is not going to be the thing that pushes you over the edge into that hardcore crack addiction, bro. It's not. And no.
Netflix, and they're about to remove The Office from Netflix, y'all. Talk about an emotional reaction. What am I gonna do? I have never cared about
watch something else!
Fictional characters as much as I cared about Jim and Pam. I need my Jim and Pam. This is an outrage.
Go watch Westworld.
Anyway, there was a study done at the University of Ottawa that suggests that long-term bullying
Seriously, Westworld is a really good fucking show.
actually caused teenagers' brains to produce excessive amounts of cortisol, which is a hormone
Here's where I get mad.
that is normally released in the body in response to stress. According to the
No, cortisol is released into the body for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. That's like saying serotonin is only released into your body when you're happy. Wrong. Or dopamine is only released into your body as the reward neurotransmitter. Wrong. Cortisol is absolutely essential to the basic functioning of the fucking human body. You have to be releasing cortisol. A lot. For very specific reasons. All the fucking time. Now, maybe it makes you release a lot, but that isn't necessarily to be like, well, that's what cortisol is for. No.
researchers, the overproduction of cortisol can actually affect your brain functions, most notably with your memory. So I think most of us who value not being an asshole understand that it's not cool to harass or bully people, verbally or otherwise.
I mean, I wonder what this dude thinks, like, corticosteroids are... I do not even want to get it. I could probably do a whole entire video on cortisol. That's not a bad idea. Nah, it'd be boring.
But on that same token, I'd say it's inaccurate and irresponsible to tell people to just suck it up because they're just words.
Yes, they should. They should just honestly suck it up. They should do... You know what they should... Not just suck it up. That's not true. It's not suck it up. They should maintain a healthy set of self-care. And that's true for everybody. Not just people online, not just people out in the world, not just for public figures, but every single person in the world needs to understand and build up their own idea of what self-care is. I have it. If I'm getting too flooded with shit on the internet, I take a break. If I can, I play some video games. I hang out with my friends. I talk to people online. I socialize. I make sure I remove myself from the things that will actually make me upset, and I do the things that will make me happy. I am responsible for my own interaction. My participation is voluntary, same as everyone else's. Now, you can't control what you're going to see on the internet when you go to these specific platforms, but you can choose whether or not you're on the fucking platform itself. It is your own fucking problem. Yes, it sucks that those things are out there and you have to sometimes experience them. Suck it the fuck up, learn some self-care, go to those places, or don't.
Because the fact of the matter is that words and ideas can and do hurt. Sometimes even more than sticks and stones. That's just me though. What do you think?
I think you're wrong. Again, I think you're wrong. I think you're building a case for something that you don't actually quite understand. I think you want the rest of the world to try and change according to how you think it should change too, without giving any peace of mind to what those actually mean. Because you're an authoritarian. That's what I think. Do a video about the pseudoscience of cortisol? Man, I have so much shit I gotta do already. I got this next Kelly Brogan video coming up. I'm gonna be on... Oh yeah, I forgot. I should probably tell you guys this. I'm working it out right now with the producer and the booking agent, but I'm probably gonna be on Louder with Crowder next week to address his funny little video about AIDS. I'm sure it'll be a real fun conversation. We're going to talk about AIDS, man. Yay! Hooray! The most fun topic in the world. Yeah. Anyway, we're done with Kevin. No more Kevin. Super chats! Oh, wow. Oh, shit. You guys have been busy. Oh, you can't even see him. Son of a bitch. Let's do this. And let's go to here. Okay. We got Heavy Arms Sky 2000 drink. Yep. All right. Yes, sir. Yeah, Kelly Brogan 4. Episode 4 is gonna be out soon. I probably have enough for like 6, 7, or 8 videos on Kelly Brogan, and I am going to do. I am gonna do all of them. They're all so bad. Looking at Torok 122. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Young nigga got a bag cause I'm brown. I'm getting called off. Got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and niggas be hauled off. You too, boy, if you fuck with me. Alright, I'm done. Okay, I love Wu-Tang, and Triumph is quite possibly one of the greatest songs that was ever written in the history of mankind. It is fucking amazing. For anybody out there who are Wu-Tang fans, are watching live with me, who's your favorite Wu-Tang member or favorite guest rapper on Wu-Tang songs? Let me see it in the chat while I read these. I don't know, I'm conflicted. Urza's fucking amazing. Ghostface is amazing. Golden Arms could be fucking tight as shit. Anyway, so Lucifer's Gift. Zen is the realization that no one is enough and never will be. Yeah, I like that actually. That's pretty good. D's Knots. Drunken Peasants is communist shit. I like the Drunken Peasants. I like all them boys. They're really cool. They're really nice to me. Maybe you just have to meet them in real life. Looking at Torok 122. Can words hurt you? As a kid, sure, but as an adult, they really shouldn't. You know, some people. Oh, no, yeah, shit, that was NWA. Shit. Oh my god, you're right. That was NWA. Shit, I'm sorry. Triumph. A bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define will I be dropping these mockeries lyrically performed on robbery. Okay, that's Triumph. See, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, and I'm not really, like, getting into it, but thank you. Urza, GFK, Method Man. Aw, Method Man is a shit, dude. Yes. ODB was great. ODB was great. Yeah. I'm sorry I confused NWA with Wu-Tang. My bad. You know why? It's because every time I listen to Fuck the Police, I immediately have to follow up with playing Triumph, and then I go on a Wu-Tang kick every time. Like, NWA is good, but, like, Wu-Tang's better. Alright, my bad. Yeah, as an adult, they really shouldn't. I mean, some people have been in bad shape. They've been abused a lot, and the words can still, like, fuck them up quite a bit. But you have to take care of yourself, man. You really do. I think my generation are defected millennials, says Lucifer Gift. Not all of them. There's still some good people out there. There's some really, really good people out there. KRS1. How to be red pilled says, forgot to suggest on Twitter, but there is a video on the channel Think Tank called Money is a Feminist Issue that was particularly awful. Really? Money is a feminist issue on Think Tank. Would somebody be kind enough to go and look that up and tweet it at me? I would like to check that out. I think that'd be pretty good. Jables Bogley, Ash was an innocent. He forced Pokemon to fight. That's true. Maybe that was his comeuppance. Dying by the enslaved Pokemon that were fighting for his pleasure, and they ended up murdering him on accident. Tweeted me a picture. I'll look at all that shit. Giz's Liquid Swords. Giz's Liquid Swords is a fucking amazing, amazing rap album. MF Doom is not necessarily the greatest rapper of all time. He's one of the best trolls in the rap industry ever. He's fucking incredible. I don't want to do a stream just talking about old school rap. It would be fun though. But I'm gonna save that for... Oh, I was supposed to hang out with my friend We Play DK today. He's great. He's a rapper, and he's involved in the rap industry. He's a producer. I love We Play DK. I can't believe I fucking forgot that shit. Fuck. I didn't get back to him because I knew he had to, like, get his internet installed. Fuck, I'll have to send him a big apology. If you're watching We Play DK, I fucking love you, dude. You're great. Coward Liberia says, if warning people makes the pain worse, is an argument against trigger warnings as they pertain to emotional pain. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Legend of Torok 122 is someone with depression. It's annoying to watch Black Steve Shives using someone I suffer with constantly to justify a need of bitching out Sargon. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. It is bullshit. Kevin bothers me a lot. Into Knitter, I'd love to see a video about cortisol from you, but I'm weird. Love your science nerd videos. Oh, you're very sweet, Into Knitter. Maybe I'll go through, like, maybe one of these days if I get, like, super nerdy back into neuroscience studies, because I'm not in school right now. I'll do, my favorite neurotransmitters. The video. Jables Bugley, get a copy of the segment when you're on Louder with Crider, and don't let Steven steamroll you like he does with so many other people. No, I'm not worried about it. Tiberius Kirk, just sending some love out. Shadowlay, I liked ODB. Shadowlay to you, buddy. Shadowlay to you. Can I freestyle? No, dude, I can't. I can't freestyle. What I really wish I could do, I actually can do a lot of really good vocalizations, and I can talk a lot faster when I am not smoking. So next time I quit smoking, I'm gonna dedicate myself to learning how to do some of the speed raps from fucking Tech N9ne and Eminem. So let's go and look at. I'm gonna pick something random from this huge catalog of really interesting videos that you guys have been sending me. I'm just gonna grab one at random. Oh, that one's too long. Gavin McInnes gets destroyed in his own show again by Copper Cab. I love Copper Cab, and I want to look at it, but it's 12 minutes long. What is this? Oh, this is really quick. Oh, but she's kind of young. Okay, I don't like necessarily watching anything with somebody that's like super young, but let's take a look and see what she has to say. If I feel like it's being too mean, then I'll just skip it.
Hey guys, it's...
Yeah, see, she looks so young. I don't know. I don't want to be a prick to like some very young girl.
Minnie, so lately I've been watching all the LA Pride people like doing their Pride stuff, and I've been kind of noticing that a lot of the stuff has been like based around capitalism, and I'm really against stuff like that. Like, I just wanted to like talk about how recently our society has come to a point where, you know, capitalism has become the norm, and like...
Well, I'd have to say that Jeff can't freestyle, that means he can beat Paul Zigo in a rap battle. Yeah. This is a Poe, our third life. Somebody's saying this is a Poe. I'd say that well, I'll respond to it anyway a little bit. We'll just see where it goes. I would say that probably capitalism has been rampant in especially American society for a long time, especially if you know anything about the 80s. So yeah, I don't know whether it's a Poe or whether it's not. I'm gonna skip to something else. Yeah, no, let's skip that one. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on. Let's do this. It's 9 seconds. What did you send me? You people are crazy. You people are nuts. Let's see. More. Looking around. There's such a huge amount of just random stuff. I want something that's like cringe and topical too. Oh, here's the Think Tank video. Okay. Let me grab this real quick. It is 9 minutes long. So I don't know how much of this we'll watch, but let's take a look at this. Let's see what it is. She says this is she wears a Barbie shirt. She has to be a Poe. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Charlie Kloss, and I just created my own...
No. No free advertising.
So welcome back to Think Tank. Hannah and Joe Sandberg here, who is the co-founder of Aspiration.
What is...
LEITC.
What is wrong with his face? I mean, I'm not like the most studly man on the planet, but like... What the fuck is wrong with your face? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I really hope he has more than that one expression.
For me. And you and I had a conversation a few weeks back about how money is a feminist issue. Now, I have a video that is coming out on the Young Turks Facebook page, as well as the Young Turks YouTube page, where I talk about...
Oh, I can't wait already! That sounds like a winning combination! Money is a feminist issue. Live on the Young Turks. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What the fuck? That's great.
Yeah, she should be talking about the disparity of pay in marital aids of color.
Nah, let's not get at it again.
You guys are starting to slur a little bit. I think you guys might be drinking too much off camera there. Anyway, back to the video.
Why money is a real issue for women and why we need to treat it as sort of this predicate to feminism. And you and I have discussed this in the past, and so I would love to hear your opinion and your stance of why you think money is so important to the feminist cause.
Before we begin, I want to point something out. Actually, here, let me show you this. This channel has 1.3 million subscribers. This video was posted on July 10th, so 11 days ago. It has only 5,000 views. It is not well received. Oh boy. They have a very nice set, though. Alright, let's see what Missing Chromosome Caveman has to say.
Yeah. Well, I think feminism is fundamentally about self-determination. And
aw, love you, Undoomed. Hi. Hi, girl. Hey. Oh, sorry.
Power. And financial empowerment is a predicate to having power and self-determination. You know, the powers that be.
You need money to have self-determination? Yeah, no.
Try and control us by telling us we can't control our money, that we're not smart enough, that we need the professionals to help us. And those are all ways of keeping us down in one form or another. And the essence of...
She looks so bored. Look at her face. She looks so fucking bored, man.
Feminism is about lifting everyone up to their self-determination. Everyone.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay,
if you don't
yeah,
have financial power, then I think it's hard to actually have full self-determination.
Am I talking softly enough that I'm not triggering you? I hope so.
And so what are ways that financial institutions take away that financial power, right? Because I do think it starts from when you're very young, where you're kind of like told that like men control money and like, oh, just leave it up to the boys and like. Okay,
all right. I've heard this a lot. And I call bullshit. Since we could take like a little bit of an informal poll. I see that, Michael. I'll read it here in a minute. Let's do like a little informal poll because everybody can see like the responses right down here to be recorded for posterity. There's this trope that's being said a lot where, well, you know, when you're growing up, you know, there's this thing where men are supposed to control the money and yada yada yada. Okay, if you were ever told that growing up, let me see a 1. If not, let me see 2. Because me, nobody ever said that to me when I was growing up. Nobody told me, and I'm 35 years old. So I was born in 1982. So over three decades worth of actually paying attention to the world, I have never had anybody tell me that the man, unless it's some like dickhead, but growing up, nobody taught me that the man is supposed to control the money. Never happened. It has never fucking happened. I've seen a lot of 2s. Has anybody ever... Oh, there's a couple. There's 3. 4. Wow. 5, 6. 7. Well, I mean, okay. I will concede that there were actually some people that did get that taught to them when they were growing up. That's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up. Whoever told you that was a fucking asshole, because that's bullshit. What a shitty thing to tell you. I had never actually heard of that ever being said to anyone as a kid and like trying to be taught that as a value. If that was actually taught to you as a value when you're growing up, like, I'm really sorry. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Hopefully that didn't fuck you up too bad when you're growing up and you decided to go off and make your own money and not have to be like a slave to some stupid idea like that. But yeah, that's weird, man. That's so strange. Well, fuck. You learn something new every day. And hey, for those of you that got taught that bullshit and you managed to like grow past it and become a better person despite it, cheers to you. Okay, let's continue.
Even from the beginnings of like, oh, girls aren't good at math and sort of those like societal things up to where we are now when you're older, when you're paying, you know, a pink tax and you're not getting...
Not the pink tax. Come on. That's a dumb one. The pink tax is just the weakest fucking argument. Jeff, you weren't raised as a fundy fucktard, were you? Not really. My parents were Republican during the Reagan years. They were Republicans all the way up into George Bush Sr. Then Bill Clinton came around and they decided to go independent. I think they voted for him the first time. They didn't vote for him for the second time because they were still kind of square normies. But when George Bush Jr. happened, they were like, we will never, ever call ourselves Republicans ever again. So they were kind of conservative. They were religious, but they weren't like fundy, you know? I wasn't raised in a fundy household. Maybe that's where a lot of that was happening. I don't know. That's weird.
As many like in services from your financial company or your not as many investments are made in women as men. So how does...
Not as many investments are made in women as men? There's so many scholarships now for women compared to dudes. Unless you're a minority. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not what she means.
That flow of how financial power is taken away from women?
Well, it starts at a really young age when we're told you aren't smart enough to control your money.
But here's the thing, though. You can get told a thing, and obviously it's going to impact you a bit when you're growing up. But when you get off into the world, that does not necessarily mean you have to be a slave to the things that you were taught. Lots of people were taught that there's a giant fucking floating man in the sky that watches you while you masturbate, and he's very judgmental. Does not necessarily mean that has to fuck you up for life. Lots of people manage to break free and figure out what it is that they want to believe in. Life is a participation sport. You get to kind of play by the rules that you want to play to. Yes, sometimes you have to overcome a shit ton of indoctrination. It's really unfortunate when that happens. And I'm very, very happy when people can do that, but I mean, that makes people seem so weak that nobody can overcome it, or that you're automatically at a disadvantage. Because I think all of us in some way are taught some really fucked up things, unless you have like the coolest parents out there. My parents are pretty great. They weren't cool. They're great, but they weren't cool. They're supportive. They're kind of stupid, you know. Now my dad's great. I love my dad now, but at the time, kind of dumb.
And what we need to do is call bullshit.
And honestly, if you're really missing that God character watching you masturbate, you can just hit me up. Find me on Twitter. We'll set it up.
On that, you absolutely are smart enough, and there's a reason that the powers that be don't want people to control their money. That's how they keep us down.
Mm-hmm.
Why do the powers be not want women to control their money? Well, how would they gain from that?
And I think one of the important frontiers of feminism is, on behalf of women and frankly on behalf of everyone, to say, no, we're in control of our financial future.
So for...
Unless you have student loans. You know, student loans are an intersectional... Student loans are very, very intersectional because they discriminate equally.
Women who might like, or for anybody who's really like looking at this video and things like that, who might be like, wait, how is money a feminist issue? Let's break down ways that it is, right? So it takes away the control, it takes away your choice because you are paying different sorts of fees and because you are like subject to different, you know, like healthcare and different, when it comes to like investments, you're not getting as many investments, financial.
Citation? Why would you not get as many investments? I don't know about that one. I've never heard of that one. In medical care, I mean, there's different medical costs for different things. Obviously, I mean, God, that's like a fucking video in and of itself. But I guess like that's getting into like the whole should birth control be paid by, you know, the ice me please. Yay, you're beautiful. How's it going, man? I'm going great. I'm going awesome. I'm going that way. I'm going to the floor. But no, I'm feeling pretty good actually. I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. Not too bad.
Yeah, just wait for a minute. He's gonna do all these shit show out eventually.
No, I won't. I really won't. It's gonna be fine. Yay. Nice pause game. Oh yeah, she's got duck lips. It's pretty good. Memory.
What are we?
Money is a feminist issue.
It's a feminist issue?
Money is a feminist issue.
How is it a feminist issue?
I don't know. They haven't really explained it very well. I think. Well, I was surprised. Have you been watching the stream?
No, because my phone died.
So I was interested because they did mention at the very beginning that here, I'll scoot over. They mentioned at the very beginning that she's wearing her new blanket with her logo on it. Yeah. She got that for Patreon rewards for Patreon.
You guys should go watch my video after Jeff's stream.
Yeah. But they were saying that there are a lot of young girls that are raised up and they are taught that the men should control the money. And I had never actually heard that had actually happened to anybody. So I asked in the chat if that was true. Show me one. If not, hit me with a 22222. There were some ones. Some people were actually raised up with people teaching them that women should not control the money of the household. That's kind of shitty.
That is really shitty.
But does that make it a feminist issue necessarily?
I don't think it's necessarily a feminist issue.
Kind of.
I mean, if it's not like a majority, I think it probably was at some point in time an issue.
Yeah.
But that's not really the majority of things anymore.
Yeah, I think it's more like...
Because now it's more like parents are like, okay, like you just need to learn financial stability.
It's
in
not.
general.
It's not a systemic problem. It's a societal or familial problem.
I don't even really think it's a problem. Like, honestly, like...
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of people that I knew ever were taught that.
So you never felt like you needed to just relinquish all control of money to me?
Fuck no.
Yeah, no.
I am better at saving money than you.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
When I was on the road, I was known as the bank. Whenever I hitchhiked with groups of people, they would, like, when we made money, I'd be the one to hold the money so that we didn't fucking overspend it.
Boys are irresponsible with money. Or something.
But, like, yeah, I was never taught, like, men should be the ones in control of money. I was taught, like, you need to learn financial stability and find yourself, you know, someone that's willing to work with you.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Do you want to try and do your best Mr. Wiggles impression?
Oh, God.
Ready?
I can try.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Aw, jeez, I don't know if I can really do a Mr. Wiggles right now.
I don't know, what do you guys think? Was that pretty good?
Oh.
What about Leroy? You think you can do Leroy?
No.
No, come on, try it.
No,
It's
super
3,
kid.
2,
no,
1.
don't. I can't go low.
Alright. Love you.
I love you.
Mwah.
Yes.
You're the best. Thank you for the ice.
Oh, man.
Appreciate that. Okay, I remember where we were at. I don't even remember where we were at. But let's continue. Let's continue. Are you guys enjoying this this video? I kind of am. I'm curious to see. We're only like less than 3 minutes into it. Let's see what happens.
Institutions aren't catering to you, and the ones that are catering to you are doing it in a really sort of like condescending way.
Yeah.
So can you like sort of expand upon that?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, anything that creates a reliance is disempowering. And too much of the financial industry has been built on making us reliant on others to explain quote unquote complicated ideas.
And how is that a gendered issue though? What do you how is that different from like it happening to dudes?
But the dirty secret is none of the ideas in finance are complicated. They're rather really simple concepts that the industry has made complicated. So
Are you gonna mansplain it to her? Missing chromosome caveman? I'm sorry. I really should not be this mean.
that we feel reliant upon that industry. Frankly, an industry that is very dominated by, you know, upper class white males to the detriment of women and people of color.
I see, but not to lower class white males. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm done. Like this is just cringy. It's just cringy. And I just, it's so much pandering bullshit. I'm not into it. I don't know. It was fine for a minute. Good find though. Thank you for bringing that to my attention because that was actually pretty hilarious, in its own way. Let's see. Parker says, vape instead of smoke, Jeff. I've been off cigs for 2 years ever since. I never looked back. As an asthmatic, it's also much easier on my lungs. Plus, you can vary nicotine level to cut back if you want. I did try vaping. It's too sticky. I don't like the stickiness. Stickiness was, like, really weird. I don't know. Floor mat? Who's floor mat? Or is that a play on a mat that goes on the floor? Michael Gable says, here is some self-determination for you. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Jesse Pastana, I'm eating a pineapple and anchovy pizza. You are scum. Dark Zaid, if anything, TV, movies, and other media has always told me that women control the money in the relationship, and if they don't, men will just spend it on things like beer or volcano insurance. Volcano insurance. Excellent. Bridget Trevino, I think the mindset that women can't handle money is really prominent for minorities. Speaking from Hispanic culture, women shouldn't do anything. Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't really think about it quite like that. You know, Hispanic cultures, especially like the immigrant cultures here in America, have such a huge focus on family. And I don't get me wrong, I got a lot of love for the for Mexican immigrants here in the States. I really do. I honestly fucking do. Never had a fucking problem with Mexicans in my towns, any of the towns that I lived in. Always really sweet people. But they do have a very strict familial presence. So I guess I could kind of see that happening. Yeah, that does kind of make sense to me. Citron, yo, Jeff and Mems, love you fags. We love you, fag. Jables Boogly, growing up, my dad worked, but my mom took care of the finances. Hey, there you go. Actually, my mom was a better bookkeeper than my dad, now that I'm thinking about it. And Legend of Torak 122, fucking missing chromosome caveman, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. The Zero Cool 85, it's your birthday. Aw, shout out to you and happy birthday, Zero Cool 85. Hope you have the best birthday ever, full of sluts and drugs. What is this? So, somebody made a Twitter account called the Church of Jeff Holiday. It's like, at church_of_Jeff. And they've been sending me just the weirdest, craziest shit. It's very strange. It's very strange. I think it's very sweet of them. Yes. Okay, here. No, we have to share this. There we go. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm so glad that you did that. That makes me very happy. Thank you, Garbage Kekasani, Drax CSGO. That's good. Okay. Let's do something that I did plan on. Before we get to some more crazy shit, have I considered converting to Jeffism? I live Jeffism. Church of Jeff is the best church. What the fuck? Hashtag Make America Jeff Again. Okay, so the next thing that I got a video, but before I play it, we're at a little bit over an hour and 11 minutes. We're gonna go for at least 2, and then maybe we'll kill it there. We'll see. We'll see how Mem's libido is holding up. And but if you want to have me check something out, something cringy, an article, a fucking video, something that's just like, ugh, God, what the fuck are they thinking? Please, by all means, tweet it to me on Twitter. Hashtag Thirsty Thursday. You don't actually have to hashtag it. I'll see it anyway. But yeah. Okay. So we're gonna watch a Cat Black video. And you might be thinking, aw, Jeff, why are we watching Cat Black? Well, I'm watching Cat Black because I actually think it's kind of interesting. There's some things in this that I'm like, eh. And there's some things like in this that I'm like, eh. So, because I felt conflicted about it, I figured I should just watch it live with you guys. We could talk about it a little bit. And we'll see what happens. Because, in my opinion, bigot dick isn't worth it. Transphobia and dating preferences. I was immediately attracted. Anytime you have the words bigot dick in your video, I'm gonna watch it. Like, you could have a 45-minute dissertation on like post-Assyrian politics in developing early dynasties, and if it's titled bigot dick, I'm gonna be like, I'm watching that shit. I'm watching it. I'll watch the whole goddamn thing. 45 minutes full of bigot dick. Even if they're just talking about boring shit, I'm gonna watch it. So just keep in mind. Yes, fuck you. Yes, Cat Black. Yes. No, you're gonna have to watch some Cat Black with me. Here, I want to check something real quick, actually. 407 people decided to spend their Friday watching shitty videos with me. That's kind of cool. Cheers to you guys. Cheers. Oh, let's go.
You know, I'm a lot of things. I'm a 5'10", size 16, atheist, black trans chick who also happens to be an obnoxious SJW, if you couldn't already tell by all of the identity politics.
I could tell.
And shock upon shock, not every dude that I've met has been into me. At a certain point in my life, this used to really bother me.
Not every chick has been into me. Not every dude has been into me. Never really bothered me to begin with. Unless I really, really liked them and I had a crush. My dreams were crushed by them not being into me. But I mean, like, it's not like I could get mad when somebody doesn't want to fuck, you know? Like, just because they're gonna miss out on this sweet piece of dad bod Adonis, that's their loss. And that's how you should view it too, Kat. If somebody doesn't want to be digging on you, like, I mean, I don't think Kat's an unattractive person. She's not really necessarily my speed. Not because she's black. I like black chicks. I like black chicks a lot. Holy shit. Man, some of the girls on my Twitter, whoo! You know who you are. Not because she's trans. There's plenty of pretty goddamn beautiful trans people that I would tug on the joysticks, but it's the attitude. It's the attitude. I just don't think I'd do it. Jeff is gay. I'm not gay. I'm opportunistic.
I mean, no one likes to be rejected. But I often got rejected for things that I just couldn't change. When I was single, I get rejected the most because of my race and my trans status.
That's shitty. But it's shitty. It's pretty shitty for your race. Trans status, it would mostly be the question of, like, well, is their sexuality pointed to the way that they actually would be interested in a trans person? Because if they're just not interested in a trans person, it'd be kind of like a person, you know, a straight man being like, well, I'm not going to hook up with a gay guy because I'm just not gay, or I'm not bi, or whatever. Like, not everybody's into trans people, you know? Just what it is.
I mean, people not liking that I was black was something that I had learned to anticipate living in a society.
Why would you? No, you shouldn't learn to anticipate that people shouldn't like you because you're black. That's fucked up. Why in the fuck should your race matter? That's fucking crazy. No, you shouldn't just. I mean, it's fine to be accepting of the fact that you can't make people not shitty. That's fine, but like, just the way you said that, it just sounds so weird. It's so weird. I don't know.
That exalts whiteness, people preferring a white girl over me isn't exactly that shocking. But what used to really mess
wait,
with
wait, hang on.
People preferring a white girl.
Hang on. Say that again.
Trans status. I mean, people not liking that I was black was something that I had learned to anticipate. Living in a society that exalts whiteness, people preferring a white girl over me isn't exactly that shocking.
Exalts whiteness? Exalts whiteness? What the fuck? That's so bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, I sell more units. Me and my brothers sell a lot more units than Wiggles here.
Yeah, but that's just kind of fucking ridiculous. I mean, who the fuck's actually gonna use you for the proper purpose? You're more like a T-ball bat.
Hey, what are you trying to say, you goddamn little cracker Myrtleade?
Come at me, bro.
Anyway, so seriously, guys, you calm it down, figure your shit out. Come back when you can be adults about this. Like, seriously, this is a serious adult stream. We don't need Myrtleades to be battling it out on my. What am I doing with my life? Let's go.
But what used to really mess with me the most was being rejected because I was trans. And I mean, this would really mess with me. It would mess with me because there were so many times where I would go out to social events and they'd be so into me. They'd like my personality, my appearance, my hobbies, and sometimes even my pesky SJW ways. But they would draw the line at my transness, and that cut deep.
I can understand why. I can actually understand why. And I can have some empathy for this quite a bit, because as a trans person, your ultimate goal is to basically try and be as feminine as you can, and part and parcel of that is just to simply enact and be part of the social contract of a woman. So you're being as much of a woman, they seem really into you, and they're like, well, but you're not biologically female, and I have a problem with that. Now, I can understand why that would cut deep. I could totally understand why that would cut deep, and that is unfortunate, but it's also not really something that you can control. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that person's a bad person. It just means, unfortunately, that that's just not what they're into. But I have compassion for that. I really do.
It's one thing for someone to look at you and your skin and say that they aren't interested. It's a whole other thing for them to look at you and like everything about you, but this one thing that you can't change.
And that's where we have a problem. That's where we have a little bit of a problem. You have a problem with people liking everything about you but this one thing, but you don't have a problem with somebody liking everything about you but this one thing you can't change. You can no more change your race than you can change whether or not you have gender dysphoria. What's the difference? Why is one different than the other? Is it because you have a thick skin about one and not about the other? Because I think it's even more fucked up that somebody would be like, I like everything about you, but you're black. Like, that is way more fucked up to me than somebody being like, I like everything about you, but you're trans, and that's just not the genitals that I prefer. I think one is vastly more shitty than the other. And I would think that you would too, but, I mean, this is weird, man. This is crazy.
There are generally a few stages that I would go through in response to this rejection. Stage 1 would be me flipping my hair and trying to plead with them that I'm just like every other girl, just a little different. Stage 2 would be me bragging about my sexual prowess. No one gives head better than me. Come on, try it. Stage 3.
I might. I'm not gonna lie. If I was wasted in a bar and Cat Black was like, I'm really good at sucking dick, I'd be like, what would I do? Let's think about this. Yeah, I'd do it.
Would be where I would really double down and went straight for it. You're transphobic. You're attracted to me, but you won't pursue this any further? Well, that makes you transphobic.
That does not make somebody transphobic. That doesn't mean that they hate you. It doesn't mean that they dislike you or see you as a subhuman. It doesn't mean that they in any way dislike you or find you as less of a person than them. It means that they just don't want to fuck you. Maybe they're just not that into you. I don't know.
And it is what it is. And I felt this way for a fairly long time. And was I necessarily wrong in this accusation? Not really. I mean, there's something to be said about how we're all socialized to prefer cis bodies and only see those bodies as real and anything outside of that is fake.
If that was the truth, then how would you ever get laid? How would Memory feel about that? What, that I would let Cat Black suck my dick? I don't think I don't know if you guys have necessarily noticed this or not, but I do tend to perform things with a lot of hyperbole and exaggeration on my streams. So, just saying.
I don't want to negate that idea completely. But here's the thing that I learned from saying this time and time again. It doesn't work. I think that you're making a great point that's going to make them re-examine their biases. But all they hear is an accusation, and a very personal one.
Yeah, that's a pretty personal one. You're transphobic because you don't want to fuck me because I have genitals that you are not attracted to. Yeah, that's pretty personal. That's pretty that would really piss me off, actually. I think that would piss off anybody, to be honest. I can't think of anybody but the most absolute winky beta motherfucker that would be like short videos. Yes, I do. Short videos. Send me birthday shit. Send me short bullshit videos. Absolutely. Tweet them to me on Twitter right now. I don't see anybody taking that well, honestly. Nobody takes being called a bigot well.
Because we're all socialized to see cis bodies as the only real and valid bodies, it often takes people who even have a vague interest in trans people a while to process their attractions and what they exactly are.
How do you know that? How do you know that? How are you aware of this? You're not a cis person. You can't speak from experience. You don't understand. All you have is conjecture or just this reaching authoritarian attitude that you know what cis people are thinking or the process that they have to go through. Like, this doesn't make any sense. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're trying to pressure somebody into deprogramming a bias within them in literal seconds.
No, you're trying to shame somebody by using identity politics into making them fuck you. You could call that coercion, but in feminism, that equals to rape, so you probably shouldn't frame it that way. That might be bad. Hi, Liz.
And that's just not going to work. Aside from the fact that this doesn't really work, here's what you're indirectly communicating to them. You're telling this person that you barely know that your worth is defined by them. You're effectively giving them your power and your agency. They have the opportunity.
No. You're being a whiny asshole. And a prick. You're being a prick.
To define whether or not you're worth it. At the end of them giving you a chance despite what they usually do, you'll feel a sense of validation that you frankly should feel without them.
Agreed, and I agree with you, Kat. I agree with you. You should have your own sense of validation. I don't think trans people should feel invalidated because somebody doesn't want to sleep with them. I don't. I honestly don't. Because it's hard enough as it is. You know, trans people are outliers in society just by the basic function of the fact that there's not a lot of them. They are much rarer in society than others. And there's a lot of people who, because of social pressures, because of the narrative in society, might be a little squicked and a little weirded out by the idea of being with a trans person. I wish that wasn't the case. I wish more people were open to the idea. But the thing is, you have to accept that there's a possibility of this. Let's say we took away all those social pressures. Does that necessarily mean that there would be, in fact, more people that would be interested in having sex with a trans person or not? We can't necessarily say that for sure. We can't know that for sure. We could hope. But the sum and total of it is, if you're a trans person and you're having trouble with dating and everything, I have compassion for you. I really do. I have a lot of empathy for you. Dating is hard regardless, and I imagine it's probably even harder for trans people, especially if you're dealing with some people who like to fetishize it in like a weird way, and like, some people kind of like that sort of thing. They do. They do. It's kind of like, here's a good example. This is going to sound kind of douchey coming from me, because I'm just like a random dude, and I'm wearing a fucking No Ma'am t-shirt. I understand, but please bear with me. Bear with me. Women with big breasts. I know lots of friends of mine. They are women that are naturally very busty. They hate dudes who fetishize big breasts. And they're like, ugh, God, they only like me because of my big tits. They only like me because I have my big tits. But there are also some women out there who are like, yeah, I got some big tits. I'm cool with it. It means the dudes want to, like, fetishize my tits and put them on a pedestal. You never know. And so, with the trans thing, you could be looking for love, and you could be trying to find somebody who is a good partner for you, and you do find somebody who's interested in you. Maybe they fetishize it, maybe they don't. Maybe that's a turn on, maybe it's a turn off. It's hard to say, but I understand that it's probably going to be pretty hard. But my best advice is, if somebody's just not into you because of your genitals, just keep looking, and don't make a big deal out of it. Because life's too short to get, like, hung up on the minutia, you know what I mean?
Now,
we'll get to super chats in
I
that.
understand as somebody who's passionate about social issues. I get it. We want to teach and explain that these biases exist, but you should never have to convince somebody to consider you as a valid companion.
Are we defining rules for what companionship means then? I mean, come on, Kat, this is weird.
You should never give anyone that much power.
More whiskey!
What you do in these situations is debating with somebody who probably doesn't care about why they should care. All they're going to say is that they feel how they feel, and they'll focus on the accusation more than the self-reflection that you're trying to give them. True story, some of the men who rejected me came crawling back after some self-reflection. And all they really gave me was a loose asshole and a broken heart. Believe it.
You know, if he just hadn't done, like, how long are we? 3 minutes and 50 seconds into this whiny diatribe about people that didn't want to fuck you, I would have been like, slay queen, yes, girl, go get him. That is a good fucking burn, but it has lost its effect, Kat. It has lost its effect. I am sorry. It doesn't work anymore. I'm sorry.
Or not, you're worth a person who loves and embraces you for who you are fully. In my opinion, screaming transphobia at a person that rejects you is completely pointless. Quit
Agreed.
chasing these people who will require you to be a mediocre and understated version of yourself.
I don't think that's what we're talking about. I think we're talking about people that just didn't want to play with your genitals because they weren't attracted to those types of genitals. I don't know.
And find someone who is so impressed with you and who you are that they wouldn't want to change a thing.
And I agree. That's good. That's good. That's a good way to end the video. And I agree with you. I agree with you, Kat. I absolutely, 100%, I am with you on that. I am down. I agree. So you see why I wanted to watch this, because, like, I didn't watch the whole thing at first, but I was, right from, like, I watched, like, the first minute, and I was like, I'm down, and I'm so not down. Let's kind of go through both of this and, like, figure it out, you know? Like, I mean, I don't know. Kat's an interesting person. She's an interesting person. Sometimes I'm really on board with some of the interesting and more intellectual things that she says, but she gets into the social justice and, like, the really weird, preachy, authoritarian stuff, and I just get mad. It just drives me crazy. It really does. So I'm very conflicted. Very conflicted. It's kind of like how I am with Kevin Logan. Like, Kevin Logan just says some of the most angsty, mean, nasty fucking things. But then, like, I hang out with Kevin Logan in private, and he's such a nice dude. He's actually legitimately, like, a really nice, thoughtful, interesting guy to talk to in private. It's really weird. It's really strange. And I think that how I feel about him is how he feels about me, too. Because he's like, you're such a prick when you're on YouTube or on Twitter, Jeff. But when you're talking, you're just a really nice guy. I'm like, yeah, well, it's the same thing with you, dude. It's weird. So, I don't know. We're all performing. We're all performing. Let's check out Super Chat. Super Chat. Super Chats. Where are we at? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Kenneth G. Dude, we are the same age. Fuck yeah. Stay awesome. And Shadowlay, my dude. You and Mems are the best couple. Hey, Shadowlay to you, my friend. Shadowlay to you. Dark Zaid. Bigot Dickus. Do you have a problem with the name Biggest Dickus? Can I make these bigger? I can't. Can I? I can. What if I do that? And then I squeeze it in a little bit like this. Okay. Alright. Good. Alex W. Cat, I'm dating a trans girl. She hates Cat Black. She voted Trump and loves Blair White. She also loves the word tranny. Oh, interesting. Hell yeah. I mean, you know what? Tranny is kind of like, it's kind of like shitlord. It's kind of like nigga. It's kind of like anything where there's a word that disempowers a group of people, and instead you decide to take it upon yourself and you use it as a way to empower yourself. It's the same thing, you know. I just I try and be mindful. Like, if I have some real life trans friends, 3 of them here in this town. I try not to use the word tranny around them because I don't know if they're cool with the word or not. I've never asked. It's never come up in conversation. We talked about transgenderism all the time, but I specifically don't use the word tranny just in case. But that's because they're my friends, and I don't want to hurt their feelings by inadvertently saying something shitty. Maybe one of these days I'll ask them, and I'll give them, if I call them tranny, they can call me Peckerwood or something. Maybe that'll be fun. I don't know. Or Siscum. They can call me Siscum for fun. That'd be fun. Looking at Torok 122. That delicious bigot dick. Yes. Parker, roses are red, violets are blue. Bigot dick Rex tight teen Jew. That's terrible. You're terrible. What a terrible person. Wendy Thomas, hey daddy, look up Redneck Revolt. Homegrown redneck commies in the South, all over the fucking South. Yeah, I was watching Sargon's video about that. I think Sargon said all there needs to be said about that. Otherwise, I did have a video for Thirsty Thursday that I was thinking about watching about Redneck Revolt, but then I watched Sargon's video. I'm like, yeah, we're good. A sexy bearded Viking wizard, the badass Aussie, says, so if Kat thinks straight guys should be able to put aside the fact that she's trans, why can't she put aside the fact that she's trans and be in a hetero relationship? Oh. You'd have to ask her. I don't know. That's interesting. Into Knitter, it sucks if a guy's not into me for being trans, but I don't want to be with a guy who's not into me. I still want to stream about trans shit. Yes, I do too. Me and Into Knitter and a couple of others have been talking about doing a stream about trans issues and whatnot for a long time. Maybe we should try and get into that this coming month before I take off for Georgia. Which, by the way, I think my trip to Georgia, to Atlanta, is probably going to be on the 18th, 19th weekend. I think that's when it's going to happen. Michael Gable, isn't this kind of similar to the whole, if you love me, you would do X, guilting and shaming someone into consenting? If someone said yes, would that be rape by their definition? That's a good point. And that's something that I was thinking about, too, is like, you know, if you're trying to basically use social pressure of like, well, you're a bigot if you don't fuck me, that would be right up there with coercion. And there was a whole thing last year about how coercion was effectively rape in the feminist circles. So yeah, that's a good point. Cashel Gladio, God damn it, Jeff, I have an early work shift tomorrow and need to go to bed. Why do you do this to me? Here's some money, you sexy, sexy shitlord. Well, I will endeavor to continue being ridiculous and I guess sexy. I guess so. Weird. I don't feel very sexy. I have this this dad bod going on. You know what I feel? I don't feel sexy. I feel broken in. I feel broken in. But you know, you get to a certain point in your life where the struggle to want to like always be as sexy as you can just kind of sloughs away, and you're like, and you instead replace it with, well, I am a hand grenade of an individual. This is the fierceness of my personality, and if that's not sexy for you, then you can go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck. I'm over here living my life, man. I'm just trying to keep it real, you know. That's just all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're a truck, motherfucker. Fuck you, dude. That's
not very nice to say, man. That's not very nice to say. I'm trying to commiserate with the audience and talk to them about real life things that a 35-year-old man would be trying to talk about.
Yeah, like really, if you want to be experiencing your lost childhood or something like that, why don't you just stick me up your ass?
That's really fucking weird. Why would you say that? Why would anybody ever say that? That's really... Moving on. So let's look at what people have been sending me here on Twitter. You're an idiot. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Highlight of my day. Stomach cancer awareness video. It's very interesting. Okay. Alright. Well, you said it was very interesting. It's only 1 minute and 39 seconds long. So let's check it out. Let's resize this real quick. If you drive through Louisville on your way to Georgia, I have to buy you a bourbon. I'm not going to be driving. I'm going to be flying. I'll be driving up to Portland, and then flying from Portland to Atlanta, unfortunately. But I'm going to give everybody a lot of notice if they do have an opportunity to try and drive in. I'll have that finalized by next week. But yeah, I'm going to stay with Poisoning the Well. I'm going to see a bunch of friends while I'm there, and I want to see as many people as possible when I do from the south-ish area. Somebody asked, have you talked about Megan Murphy or her shit that she spews out? Actually, here, if we go over here to YouTube, we go to Jeff Holiday Megan Murphy. you will see 2 years ago. It's only got 2,000 likes, 2,137 views. This is a video I did like a fucking billion years ago with Memory, and we were talking about Megan Murphy being totally shitty and Chipotle fucking up like food transparency. So if you want to, like my old catalog of videos, some of them are not really very good, but some of them are actually pretty decent. So I don't know. I've definitely talked about Megan Murphy before. It's really interesting, like being face to face with her the other week when I was producing for Lacey's stream. This is a really good gig, by the way. I didn't want to get paid for that, but Lacey was like, "I'm paying you for it. I'm gonna give you a little bit of the super chat." I'm like, "I don't care," and she did it anyway. I should have never let her know what my PayPal address was. Anyway, this is called Stomach Cancer, a Weirdness video. Let's see what this is. Screw your dad bod, dude. You have a hot memes waiting for you in the next room. No pity. Yeah, it's true.
Buttons, I need your help.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What did you just send me?
What the fuck?
What's up,
Stomach
fuck?
cancer begins when cancer cells form in the inner lining of your stomach. These cells can grow into a tumor, also called gastric cancer. The disease usually grows slowly over many years.
What have you sent me?
Gonna shove a carrot up your ass.
Be brave during your journey.
Why? Does this sign really just say welcome to Niggas?
Buttons, what is happening?
Smells good like shit.
I am in submerged to you.
Welcome to Israel. What the fuck? What have you sent me? What is... Why? Yeah.
Use the bathroom.
God damn it.
Buttons, can you hear me? Buttons, oh no.
Yeah, oh shit, I'm dead. Mickey Mouse. Oh my god. Fake Chuga VP. That was pretty amazing. That was pretty incredible. I feel a great disturbance at the force with that one. Oh no, somebody sent me a Monica Punk video. And holy crap, he was a Nazi. Okay, well we're gonna look at these two in a second, real quick, and then I have something to finish this off of the night. So we'll watch. I'm gonna check some super chat real quick. Then Monica Punk, holy crap, he was a Nazi, and then this one that we're gonna top it off with. So. Ted McNally, Jeff, you missed Thursday. Does that mean you have to drink more to catch up? Drink up. It's homework, bitch. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. Thank you for the 666, though. That was pretty sweet. And Steven, yes, I'm looking forward to the interview on Sunday as well. Absolutely. For people who are my patrons and I owe interviews to, I am such a wastoid piece of shit. You have to, like, tell me, like, this is when I can do the interviews. and I will make the time for it. But otherwise, I am just such a dick. I'm such a dick. My schedule's all over the place. I mean, look at me. Do I look like the most together person on the planet? I mean, I'm just fucking saying, like, I don't have everything figured out.
Yeah, that's kind of an understatement.
Yeah, you kind of look like a motherfucking mess right now, man.
Why did I even bring you guys in? Like, seriously, you were supposed to be here to support me to make sure the show goes smoothly, and, like, all you can do is just talk shit about me.
Well, I mean, you didn't pay us that much.
Yeah, I mean, you just paid us in lubricant. That's pretty much about it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, well, I mean, maybe next time if I pay them a little bit more, they'll be a little bit nicer. They won't necessarily be just shitting all over me every time I'm trying to say something. I blame my cameraman too, and you know who the fuck you are. Okay, so I got sent this Monica Punk video. I don't know how many people are aware of Monica Punk. I don't know if this is the best Monica Punk video either. Monica has had several YouTube channels over the years, and I guess this is like a mirror of one of her videos. I hate to be mean because I've known people like Monica in the past. I really have. So, I don't want to be too mean, but Monica is one of the people that when the alt-right is like, we need an ethno-state for the white race to preserve our people, Monica is like the type of person that I want to send them videos of. So, yeah, let's check it out.
Why I refuse to get a job. Takes up too much time. I don't want to deal with people. Really don't want to have a conversation. Things. You don't know if you can die out there. I know I want to say I want to die, but I don't want to die on another person's hands.
Her music videos are interesting too.
I just don't like customers.
Customer.
Like I do, like
the one customer. You know, that one. It's like in Don't Be Menace to South Central while drinking the juice in the hood. The man. She doesn't want to deal with that. The customer. Sorry, that's mean. I'm trying not to be mean this stream.
when it comes to art, I mean, like, me personally, I'd rather just give my art away. If I can sell it, I can sell it. But,
that's cool. I'm down with that.
I just don't want a job. I think I should always be giving free money. Why? Like, why work for money? Like, why?
Well, you don't have to work, but then you don't really get money, unless you fucking marry a very rich person. You could try and do that. I don't think that there's necessarily a big market for people like you, Monica, in the gold digger trophy wife category. But I'm just saying.
Why not just have fun and games? And that's what I'm all about. I really just want to be an artist. That's what I really want to do.
This is the greatest counter to socialism ever. Oh, God.
I don't believe in working. The only place that I want to work at is Hot Topic. And I'm banned from working there. I tried getting my band undone, but I just don't know how to do it. That's the only place I really want to work at. I don't want to work for any other company besides my own.
Or Hot Topic. Why Hot Topic? Discounts on hair dye? I don't want to be too mean on Monica. Monica is I found it Brown Coat Boaz. Yeah, we'll check this out. We'll check this out in just a second. Oh, I've seen this before. We'll watch it anyway. But I've definitely seen this video before. We'll just watch it just because. God damn it! I fucking hate the way YouTube does playlists sometimes. Open in a new tab. No, it still wants to open it in a playlist. I don't want to watch it in a... Okay, here. How do I do that? Yeah! Dude, okay, I gotta figure it out. Okay. Let's do this. Do I have super chats? Let's do super chats real quick. Bam. Yep, just got some more. Can we... Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I guess we didn't. Okay, my bad. Okay. I was jumping the gun. My bad. Yeah, chat will be mean for me. Thank you. Brown Coat needs us to watch the weirdest video ever. I think we've all seen this at some point, to be honest. Oh, preach to my life right now. Yeah, I'm into it. I think we've all seen this. I think we've all absolutely seen this video. Liberalism! I'm just fucking around. Yeah, this is the one everybody's seen. There we go. There we go. Let's do it. Intense glare towards the crowd. Oh, I didn't even see this extended cut. Why are people always talking about gas stations? Yeah. I hope she has pasties, otherwise this is gonna get age restricted. Anna Kasparian has really fallen down the fucking hole, man. Anna, I know the Young Turks don't get the views these days. Have some self-respect. Anna, I'm just saying. I do that all the time. Yeah, I do that like every day. Anna Kasparian and Zoe Quinn in an epic tap dance dance-off. Man, art sucks. What the fuck is wrong with art? Art is weird. Man, fuck art. I don't even understand anything anymore. Okay. What is this one? Oh, alright. It's 23 seconds. Let's check this one out. Fuck it. Whatever. We got a little bit of time. We're only at 1 minute 50 or 1 hour 53 minutes. Let's see what happens with this.
Nice legs, Daisy Dukes makes a man go. That's the way they all come through like.
Is this made in like Source Movie Maker? Oh, it was Osama and he had a fucking bomb in his booty butt. In his booty butt. Okay. There was one more. I was trying to find... There we go. Let's find out what this is. I want to know what this is. This looked interesting. It's called, Holy Crap, He Was a Nazi by Tetsubo57. It's got 160 views. He's a 5K subscriber YouTuber. Doesn't look very favorable. He doesn't look too terribly amused. I wish Mems is still watching because I need more ice. But I don't think she is. Hope she didn't go to bed. If she did, she's gonna get a rude awakening, you know what I mean? Whoop, whoop. Alright, let's do it.
Greetings, YouTube. I used to know a guy named...
Okay, that's extremely quiet. I'm gonna have to fucking, like... I'm gonna have to crank this up quite a bit. Let me see if I can get this up so you guys can hear it.
Greetings, YouTube. I used to know a guy named Dan. He worked at the local comic store, a comic store that no longer exists, so I'm not going to worry about mentioning this fact. And I bought this t-shirt at that said comic store in 1988. Yes, I've had this shirt since 1988, which means it's older than some of the people watching this video. And he and I were never close.
Can you guys actually hear? I just cranked the fucking thing up to like 15 decibels. So did that fix it? Let me know while I check a couple of things out real quick while we're doing this. Cause I'm really hoping this turns out to be as fucking wing nutty as it looks like it's going to be. We'll see. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. I love that. That's amazing. Here, let's go over here. Oh, no, we still have to look at that. Okay. We're not gonna look at that. Whatever. Look at this. Make America Jeff again. That's pretty good. Yeah? It's a lot better? Yeah? Okay, good. Okay.
We talked to each other at the comic store every Friday because I was in there every Friday, and sometimes it's Saturdays. It was the go-to place. I hung out a lot in comic stores back then. I just got here. I already had cat hair on my face.
That's what happens when you have hairy
and we
pussy.
did hit the same parties on occasion, but that's about the depth of our connections. But one day while we were having conversation at the comic store, so it's in public, he's working, it's in public, but it was slow at the moment, he reveals that he owns an SS uniform. Not a costume, not a reproduction, an actual SS uniform.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe it was like a family member's SS uniform or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm intrigued. This is an interesting story. Let's see what he has to say.
He said he felt compelled to own it because it fits so well. He was a slight person. An excellent
slight person.
Okay. And I gotta tell you, at the time, I just let it wash.
Okay.
I literally just let it slide.
Okay.
But I found...
I do want to point out, the dude's got a Grendel t-shirt from Grendel, the comic book, and that's kind of cool. That's pretty dope. I'm going to dig that. He has an upside-down American flag, and that's a little weird. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I think this dude is a tabletop role player, though. I feel like I can kind of pick out Kindred of the East. Like, down there on his shelf. So I think this dude was like a World of Darkness role player. You know, we'll see.
Myself thinking about Dan yesterday at work. I don't know why. It kind of popped into my head. Just like this sometimes happens. I've spoken to my therapist about it. He says it's probably about the whole process of as we get older, our memories begin to reorganize themselves to a certain degree. So sometimes we find ourselves thinking about things in the past, even though we are not suffering from any form of dementia, just because that's what's going on.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. The way neural pathways are forged and the way that we store memories means that memory recall is the thing that's going to bring back very vivid memories and that sort of thing. Maybe I'm overanalyzing this random weird person that I've never seen before making a video talking about, holy crap, he was a Nazi, but let's go!
Well, maybe that's what happened. I found myself thinking about the old comic store. I thought about Dan, and I thought about Dan's SS uniform. Yeah. And it suddenly all kind of clicked in my head, and I'm like, holy crap, Dan was a Nazi!
Why? Why was he a Nazi? I mean, having an SS uniform doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a Nazi. You could be a history collector. Did he wear it a lot? Did he... Sieg Heil! All over the fucking place or something like that? Like... Are you sure he was not? I mean, maybe he was. Maybe he was. I have actually known people who were straight up neo-Nazis. I have. Like, I am familiar with the type of people. But I'm just curious.
Because let's be honest. Nobody owns an SS uniform. An actual SS uniform. Complete from head to toe.
Uh-huh.
Unless they are a Nazi.
Not necessarily. There are plenty of collectors out there. Plenty of collectors. My granddaddy, he had a, dude, I don't remember the dimensions, but my grandmother, when my grandmother described it, she said it was at least 12 feet long. I don't know how big, like, wide. Nazi flag in the house for the longest time because my granddaddy ripped that shit off of Nazi fucking headquarters in occupied France. Like, he had Nazi officer's daggers. I have one of them because it ended up being bequeathed to me. He had a fucking Kar 98 that he ripped off a fucking... No, it was a Mauser. It was a Mauser that he ripped off of a fucking Nazi that he killed. But I mean, like, does that mean my granddad was a fucking Nazi? Not necessarily. He collected the shit of the people that he fucking murdered in war. But maybe this guy was a Nazi. Maybe he was.
Because Dan didn't collect military memorabilia. He did have some wall hanger style fantasy swords, but lots of people in the gaming and the comic community have those. He said he didn't collect uniforms. He didn't really have many.
Oh, somebody's saying that's epic. Dude, you know what's more epic? That's fucking crazy. So, yeah, no, and I do protect that history a lot. My granddad was part of an anti armor unit in France, and he was awarded the Bronze Star. I thought it was a Silver Star for a long time, but I went and I got the thing from my dad. He was awarded the Bronze Star because he actually took out a German Panzer tank single-handedly. The fucking badass, man. Super badass. Reading one of these days, I'll break that thing out and I'll read the whole thing and like map and put out on a video like where my granddad fucking kicked the shit out of a tank. One of these days I'll do it. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be cool. Yeah, my granddad was a badass. I never do. You know what's crazy too? I'm going totally off the rails here. I know we're supposed to be doing Thirsty Thursday real quick, but I am going to brag about my grandpa because when I knew my grandpa, he was a loony bird. He was just this silly old man who, when I was bored, he's like, "Let's go outside and I'll show you how to bounce a ball against the wall like I did when I was a kid, and that's how you stay entertained." And so I just bounced the ball against the wall with my grandpa, and I'd talk about my stupid little kid problems, and he'd listen. He was just a goofy-ass old man who liked watching baseball. Knew nothing about the guy. But after he died, we went to go and clean out all the stuff out of his room, and we found all this fucking crazy Nazi shit. And we're like, what the fuck is this? And then we find that fucking award certificate for all the shit that he did. And I started looking up all the things that he did in the war. And suddenly, this old man who was previously just a goofy old dude who taught me how to, like, I don't know, just life lessons and how to be happy with myself and how to keep myself entertained and just be joyful, turned into, like, this fucking badass war hero. It was really weird. It was one of the weirdest things that had ever happened to me in my life. So my grandpa was a fucking badass dude. He's a hardcore motherfucker. It's crazy as shit. I hope I'm half the man my grandpa was. What are we doing? Oh yeah, this guy's talking about how he had a friend who was a Nazi. Okay.
References on the whole concept of what was going on in the military during World War II. Nope. Dan just owned one uniform. And it just happened to be the uniform of a group that was one of the most oppressive entities in the history of humanity. The SS.
Fair.
But I could let that slide. My privilege allowed me to be blind to it.
Your privilege? Your privilege? That's weird.
Never, ever going to affect me. If the SS had come goose-stepping down the main street of my city, they weren't going to target me. I'd be really far down their list of people to target.
It depends. If it was modern day and you were an anime fan, I bet you'd be first up against the wall. Anyway, that's my little bit of humor injected into this. This got a little stale. I mean, it got a little dry.
Yeah, kind of like an unfucking lubricated barrel lady, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have proper insertion technique, proper water-based lubricant for getting your point across and deep inside what you're trying to talk about.
What are you guys even talking about? I don't even understand what the fuck. What do you even mean? That's so weird. I guess it's a really good segue. It's a good way for us to, like, move on to something a little bit different. So I know the chat saying privilege. I don't know. Let's see. We're at 2 hours and 5 minutes. We got two more things we're gonna look at, and then we're gonna call it quits. The first one is an article. This one is called. Oh shit! Fuck me. No! Fuck. Fucking bastard. There we go. Yes. Perfect. Yes. Excellent. Excrement? Okay. Breatharian couple survives on the universe's energy instead of food. Yes, that's right. Breatharians. This is coming from the New York Post. June 15th. It's a little bit old for Thirsty Thursday, but we're going to read it anyway because why the fuck not? We got to get some pseudoscience into this motherfucker. And I can still read. I am not that drunk yet. So, a breatharian mom and dad of two have barely eaten for 9 years as they live off the universe's energy. Husband and wife Akahi Ricardo and Camilla Castello. Okay, so is that a man? Is that a man? Well, their name is Akahi Ricardo, and she is Camilla Castello. Believe that food and water aren't necessary, and humans can be sustained solely by the energy of the universe. Yep. Costello and Ricardo, who have a 5-year-old son and 2-year-old daughter together, have survived on little else besides a piece of fruit or vegetable broth just 3 times per week since 2008. Fuck you. I call bullshit. And Costello even practiced a breatharian pregnancy, not eating anything during the entire 9 months that she carried her first child. Bullshit. 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 Unless you were 500 motherfucking pounds and your body was fucking tearing itself apart to provide nutrients for your fetus, I call fucking bullshit. Bullshit. The married couple of 9 years claims that their food-free lifestyle has improved their health and emotional well-being, as well as letting them spend money on traveling rather than the weekly groceries. Let me tell you something. This is something that I get into a lot with the people who are like super into food and health and science and that sort of thing. We have right now the capacity with modern medicine that people who live demonstrably terrible, unhealthy lifestyles like myself can live to ages that were previously unknown and unavailable to most people in early history, even just 150 years ago. The idea that you're going to squeeze out an extra 5 years by not eating is the most retarded shit I've ever heard in my life. You're going to give up bacon? I mean, okay, so say you're vegetarian or you're vegan or whatever. Like, there are some really tasty foods that you can still eat if you're vegan or you're vegetarian or whatever. You're going to give those up too? One of the most amazing parts of life? Eating? I mean, I understand pooping is kind of gross, but like... what are you doing? That's insane. What kind of life do you live if you're cutting out one of the basic, amazingly enjoyable parts of being a carbon-based life form? It's so weird. Costello 34, who lives between California and Ecuador. Wait. He lives between California and Ecuador. There's a lot of shit between California and Ecuador. There's like a few thousand miles between California and Ecuador. Where do they live? Or does he travel between California and Ecuador repeatedly? Like, I don't know. With her husband. So he's a man. It doesn't look like a man. Am I being transphobic? Anyway, Akahi. Explained, humans can easily be without food as long as they're connected to the energy that exists in all things and through breathing. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can get all the nutrients you need in your life just through breathing. For 3 years, Akahi and I didn't eat anything at all, and now we only eat occasionally, like if we're in a social situation or I simply want to taste a fruit. Well, you know, usually when I want to taste a fruit, I just go down to 6th Street. Moving on. With my first child, I practiced a breatharian pregnancy. Hunger was a foreign sensation to me, so I fully lived on light and ate nothing. Bullshit. 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 Fuck you. Possematic IU says, we was plants. Yes, human beings cannot live on light. They do not have the capacity for photosynthesis. My blood tests during all 3 trimesters were impeccable, and I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Kiss my ass, you lying sack of shit. Since breatharianism, I feel healthier and happier than I've ever done before. When I was younger, my weight fluctuated, but now after having 2 children, my body bounced back to its natural shape immediately. I never suffer from PMS symptoms anymore. I feel more emotionally stable. These people are actually trying to say that they are more healthy by just simply not eating food. You know, as opposed to what usually happens when people not eat food. They die. So... I want to know if these people, I want to know if they sell something. That's what I'm really thinking. Oh, here's a good one. Okay, here we go. Costello explained, I was completely open to changing my food-free lifestyle when I first became pregnant because my child came first, but I just never felt hungry, so I ended up practicing a fully breatharian pregnancy. Fuck off. Bullshit. I didn't feel the need or desire to eat solid food during the entire 9 months, and so I only ate 5 times, all of which were in social situations. And I knew my son would be nourished enough by my love. By love. Did you guys know? Did you know you could give up food You just replace it with love. And this would allow him to grow healthy in my womb. I went for regular pregnancy checkups and my doctor confirmed the above average growth of a very healthy baby boy. Fuck off, bullshit, fuck you. After I gave birth to my son, I wanted to be able to explore the joy of food in small quantities with my children as they grew. You fucking lying sack of shit. So during my second pregnancy, I had a bit of fruit or vegetable broth during the 9 months. It was still a lot less than the recommended intake for pregnant women, but I gave birth to a healthy daughter. Like, okay, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to actually intake. You have to intake energy in order to be able to have energy. Your body runs on energy. Your brain does not work without basic ATP. You cannot fucking function without basic nutrients that you have to get into your body. I'm sorry, but breathing does not take in enough of anything that you're going to be able to live. These people are fucking lying. They are fucking lying. You can't just breathe and have love. That doesn't fucking... I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I say whatever I eat now, it's not because I'm hungry. I just don't remember that sensation. Fuck you. The couple's children are forced to practice breatharianism, although the couple insists that their kids understand the practice. Ricardo said, our children are aware of breatharianism and the energy that exists in the universe and in themselves. So you're indoctrinating them into a hardcore religion. Okay, sounds good. But we would never try to change them, and we let them eat whatever they want, whether that be juices, vegetables, pizza, or ice cream. It's good, because if not, they would starve to death, you lying sacks of shit. We want them to explore the different tastes and have a healthy relationship with food as they grow. It would be unfair to impose breatharianism upon our children now, but maybe as they grow, they will get deeper into the practices. Well, that's fucking fantastic. So I have a huge fucking problem with this, and maybe I'm reacting a little bit out of character than I usually would, but I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Let me like do some quick searching. So the problem is that crazy diets and weird fucking desires and interests into weird fucking messed up alternative diets end up causing suffering and death of children. And it happens a fucking lot. It happens a lot. And I get really fucking mad when it does. Here's a good example, and this is only one of many examples that I can show you. Malnourished baby dies after parents feed him insanely strict vegan diet. A 7-month-old baby in Belgium tragically died as a result of the strict diet his parents fed him, which exclusively consisted of gluten-free and lactose-free foods, as well as quinoa milk. 7-month-old baby. Dead. Dead as a fucking doornail. Why? The parents were indoctrinated into the idea that veganism has to be an absolute. They tried to feed their baby vegan food. The kid fucking died. Died. Not put another quarter in. Oh, get another life. Hit that continue button. Fucking died. Fucking died. Sorry, yeah, somebody said I need to take a drink. Yeah, I do. I need to take a drink. I'm sorry. I'm getting heated about this shit. But the thing is like when I get into the mode of the things that I research, you know, like right now we're doing Thirsty Thursday and it's a fun stream. We're talking about fun shit, laughing at ridiculous crap, you know, whatever, and that's fine. But like the things that I have to go and dredge through on a daily basis invariably end up with me having to experience and be immersed in the suffering death of very innocent people, very innocent young children that die because of the crazy shit, or they just simply suffer. You know, people squirting bleach up kids' assholes because they're fucking autistic, or applying black salve and burning holes in their children because they think they're curing them of fucking skin cancer. And then you have this kind of shit, this breatharian couple that got on the front page of the New York Post. And here's an actual example of parents so indoctrinated into the veganism cult that they don't care about the actual health and well-being of their child, and their child fucking dies. And this is not an isolated incident. If I go right now and I search, and I take about 5 minutes worth of searching, I will find at least 5 studies, 5 examples of children that died because of a veganism diet. Because I remember all 5 of them that I've looked up. And this is fucked up. This is fucked up. It is absolutely fucking insane. It is absolutely insane. As an adult, if you want to try an alternative fucking diet, more power on you. You want to try veganism, more power on you. But when you have children, your first and foremost consideration for your child should be to make sure that your child fucking survives. And when people don't pay attention to that, I get crazy. I get so fucking mad. It just fucks me up. It fucks me up so bad. The idea of somebody not even getting a chance to, like, grow up enough that they can make mistakes and fall in and out of love and experience all the wonderful, terrible things about life. Just fucking, it fucks me up so bad. I'm getting to that point when I'm drinking where I'm kind of like, uh-oh. I'm starting to proselytize a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The stream's getting serious, guys.
Well, maybe you just need to chill your fucking dick, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, man, why don't you just talk to us marital aids a little bit more? Maybe we'll lighten this stream up. Why you gotta be such a mopey piece of shit?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to bring it back. All right, fuck it. Okay. We're done with all that. Let's round this out with a win. Let's watch this this meme video. We have here a video. Ugh, oh, fuck me dead. Okay. Here. Let me resize it for you, wonderful mutants. I love you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time and hanging out with me here on this Thirsty Thursday. I know Floor Jeff is impending, but I'm determined I'm gonna end the stream before I'm Floor Jeff. I'll end the stream and then I'll like stumble into the house and I'll Floor Jeff. But thank you so much for taking the time, having the Thirsty Thursday stream with me. I love you guys. You're amazing. It's an incredible experience. Everything about this. No fagging out. No getting gross. Okay. Let's watch this. This is all about memes, man. Let's end with some memes.
Can we have cheeseburgers?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, who made this, by the way? Nanda. This is from 2015. New single, Get Wrecked by the Swedish act Nanda. Okay. Alright. Let's get Nanda with Nanda. Is this really loud, by the way? It probably is. Yeah, let's, that probably blew your eardrums out. I'm really sorry about that. Here.
Let's go! Will it ever stop? OMG! Can I have cheeseburgers? Please, hate is gonna be. Over here, let's count a day, come on!
Wait, are they... Oh, they're Swedish. That's why. They're Swedish. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, no, I realized like I realized way too soon that was that filter for the volume was too high. my bad. I hope I didn't wake up any of your neighbors. Yes, I do. Very loud 1 a.m. in apartment, speakers not headphones. Yes! I'm sorry. My deepest apologies to you.
Shoot the moon by my fiery mind. Now you're safe hanging the thread, kid. Knock up. Very down. Such dope. Much down. Please call 999 down. What is this, man gang? I'm a ride.
What's wrong with Sweden?
Working the Harlem Shake, bitches! You're viral on YouTube! Mario, look, a new song, nada did! But Luigi, it's a collab! Oh yeah, the new record!
I don't get it either. I don't understand. I don't get this at all. I don't understand Swedish people. I really do. I don't get Swedish people. I try to, like, okay. So here's I'm gonna give you guys like a we'll end on a story. We'll end on a story instead. Like this is bizarre. This is like, I guess, here, let's my name is Boxy. I'm trolling on Boxy, you see. Oh, hello. It's very funny, very funny. We are Swedish crazy people with the tattoos. Oh yeah, yes. The memes, the dreams. All right, okay. So I'll get you guys a little bit of a story before we call it quits. So as you guys know, I went to fuck this. Here. Fuck off. There we go. So as you guys know, I went to VidCon, and during VidCon, on Friday night at VidCon, we ended up going to downtown LA, and there was supposed to be a big party. There wasn't actually really a big party. We all ended up hanging out at a bar. But I was hanging out with Sofane from Poisoning the Well. And so we are outside of this hotel bar, and we're drinking. We're pretty drunk at the point, and I'm telling him about my family, my Finnish family, and how the fact that most of my Finnish family is extremely racist against Swedish people. Like, my Finnish family doesn't give a shit about whether you look black or white or a Native American or Indian or whatever. They don't give a fuck. Like, they don't care. They're not racist at all about skin color, but they hate the fucking Swedes. My Finnish family hates the fucking Swedes. So I'm talking to Fane about this, and I'm like, but the thing is, I love Swedish YouTubers, specifically Oscar Jungel, or Jungel, whichever. I don't actually know if it's supposed to be Jungel or Jungel. But anyway, and he loves him too. And so me and Sofane are commiserating over how much we absolutely fucking love Oscar. And this random guy in a silk fucking suit, like, the dude looks fly as fuck. He's like, ah, yes, you know, it is interesting because the Finnish, they don't like the Swedish, but we Icelandic, we don't like the Swedish either, and we don't like the Danes. We don't like most anybody, but Icelandic people, we like the Finns. We like Finnish people very much. I'm like, oh shit, okay, so you're Icelandic, and he's like, yes, absolutely. And so we start talking to this guy, and it turns out this dude is a multi-millionaire Icelandic web app developer. The guy is like part of the fucking production team behind like Clash of Clans or some shit like that. I don't know. Like one of the hugest, biggest fucking mobile app developers in the world. He is like one of the top people, and he was in LA, and he randomly meets me, Gutter Punk me, and Sofane from Poisoning the Well. And we're just shooting the shit. And so he takes us upstairs into the bar. He buys us these Moscow mules. We're chugging this, and we're talking to this dude. And he's like, okay, so explain to me what YouTube is. And we're like, all right, cool. So this is what YouTube is. And I start pointing out, like, that's Anthony Fantano, one of the most influential music reviewers of all time right now on YouTube. That's Sargon of Akkad. He's an influential political blogger from fucking, you know, the UK. That's Blair White over there. She's an insanely influential trans rights activist person over there. And like we start pointing it out to the dude, and he's fascinated, absolutely fascinated. And he got me and Sofane so fucking drunk, just absolutely wrecked out of our fucking gourds. I got so fucking drunk on Friday because I randomly made friends with an immensely wealthy Icelandic multimillionaire. It's the weirdest fucking thing. You should ask Sofane about it next time you see those guys streaming. It was weird. It was super weird. This one time at VidCon, I stuck Cat Black in my pussy. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. You people are gross. You're gross. Alright, so... last but not least, that was the little story from VidCon. It was a good time. By the way, if you guys are thinking about going to VidCon next year, you should. You should come hang out with us, because it's a lot of fun. I spent all of Saturday night just hanging out with viewers. I ditched all the YouTuber parties to go and hang out with my viewers because I fucking love them. They're amazing. Legend of Torok122 says, "Ghoul, that upside down US flag means SOS." And Rectified Opinions. Why is that not showing up? Rectified Opinion says, "We all know you need to live is cummies. All you can eat at the glory hole." Fantastic. Absolutely. Well, guys, that's going to be it. It's been about 2.5 hours so far. I still have all these tabs full of fucking crazy, crazy shit. And, I love the idea of going further, but I'm starting to feel a little flourish at the moment. I have sliders from Arby's that I'm probably gonna eat, and it's probably a bad idea, and I'll probably feel like a piece of shit tomorrow because of it. I'm gonna eat those. I'm gonna kind of get myself a little bit collected. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't even fucking talk anymore. You guys, take it away.
What Jeff is trying to say is that he's a drunk piece of shit and nobody likes him.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I like him as long as he pays me.
Yeah, but he's paying us in, like, garbage money.
Seriously, what the fuck is... Guys, seriously. That's not very fun. That's not cool. Are you guys gonna be, like, in any of my videos here pretty soon?
Yeah, but it's gotta be something worth replying to.
Yeah, and like there's this new rainbow motherfucker that somebody dropped off recently. We'll do some videos about gay rights or something pretty soon.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll do that. But so I'm gonna go collect myself, move my computer back into the fucking house because I'm in the garage right now. Maybe I'll do a let's play with Prey later, or maybe I'll go destroy my wife. I don't know. I love you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me tonight. It's been my pleasure and my privilege. I'm checking my privilege. You guys have been part of my privilege. And it has been an absolute delight, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are fantastic. I will see you next time. Make sure and tune in to the YouTube Saints Sunday night, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll have a great show. It's going to be pretty fantastic. You'll love it a lot. Look for, as long as I'm not so destroyed I can't do it, but look for a new Kelly Brogan video on my main channel tomorrow. So other than that, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much. Hope you guys had a good time. I had a fantastic time. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Good night, everybody. See you next time.